Hi, everybody. I'm just giving an update. I was away. I was up to the farm, for a couple of days to go see my friend Leslie and her husband, and had a great time. Could not come home on Wednesday because there was a bad storm that came through, and it got hit so hard up where they were at. And it's like, yeah, no, I'm not, we're not leaving the house. Yes, there's Kitty behind me, probably Aragorn. Um, so I got home today, and the cats have been running hot and cold ever since I got home because some wanted to see me, some wanted to show they were mad at me. It's been a whole process with these children. But I got home to a house where I asked just a few things from each of them. There's 2 full bags of bags, and I mean full and stuffed bags of bags that just needed to be taken to the grocery store and put in the bin for recycling. I asked Gary to do that. No, not only are they not there, but one of them's by the front door, not tied shut, and bags are falling out of it all over the place. Why? I didn't even bother asking. The sink was still full of what I had to leave in there. I did what dishes I could. I filled the rack and said, do the dishes. Gone since Monday. I come back to even more dishes. And now my bottom of my sink is all slimy and nasty. And Mike's like, oh, well, I had to work and I had to leave the house by noon. And I didn't get home till 8. And I went, yeah, and every woman on the planet understands that if you work like that, you still have to come home and do dishes. So he stood there and did most of did a good chunk of them. And then he kept saying he was going to make dinner. And he never did. So finally, I went downstairs and I cleaned up the kitchen and I cleaned up all the dishes and I scoured the sink and I fed the cats and I cleaned their bowls and I cleaned their litter box, swept all around that and swept the kitchen floor. Scoured my sink. This is not what I sign up for to come home to. Can you not do the barest simple things that I ask while I'm away? Honestly. So, I'm just... I was so nice and relaxed when I came home. Well, not now. But, I did not sleep well at all last night. I don't know if it's because I knew I was coming back home, but I woke up and I had been grinding my teeth. I was tense and so I am dead tired tonight. And I don't know if you can tell in this dim light from that. And but I'm just wiped out. I don't even know what time it is, but I'm ready. I think it's near 8. I'm ready to go to bed now. I'm sorry, guys. I am just so wiped out. So here's what we're gonna do. I will figure out, because he's in a tizzy at doing all the wash and everything because he's got to leave for there's a scout trip this weekend. I'm not going to be on it. He's got to be somewhere for work. Yeah, and now all of a sudden we don't have enough parents to drive, and I really don't want to have to drive up and back, drive an hour and a half away, and then drive home again. No, it's just, well, it's not an hour and a half, it's an hour away. And anyway, so he's trying to get that sorted out. I just don't want to even deal with it. I'm just so done with him right now. I love him dearly, but we all know we've all had males in our lives, whether it be a child, a sibling, or a spouse, or even a parent, where, you're just done. You don't want to talk to them. You're just done. Just done. So, um, well, try not to yawn. I don't want to yawn. Um, so I'm not going to be live tonight. By now, I think Lorianne, Sugar Britches Sweet Ass Stuff has probably started her sale. So, you can always check her sale out. And, but I'm going to see about going live for sale on Sunday evening. And it would start at 9. That's the plan. And I should be able to stick to it. So, quick knock on wood. So the plan is to see you all on Sunday at 9 p.m. and we'll have a live sale and a bit of a chat then. It'll start at 9, and probably last time we did this, it went till midnight or further, I think. But I'll start at 9 and we'll have a live sale and we'll get caught up on everything, and I will see you then. But I didn't want you to worry when you didn't see me live tonight. It's just, I give up. I'm sorry. I'm yawning at you. I know, being this late, if I try to just take a nap, I will just roll over, turn the alarm off, and wake up about 4 a.m. wide awake. So that won't work. I can't even just take a nap because it's too late. I won't wake up and I won't be there at 10 or 11. So this is to let you know, I will see you Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern time. There'll be a live sale and I will see you then. By then, the cats will probably be speaking to me again. And and I will definitely be awake and not ready to throttle anybody. You can't bury him in the yard, the dog will want to keep digging him up. Not like we have a dog though. So I just want you to know, I'm fine, I'm good. I just I need a night. I was planning on doing a live, but the return home, there's been a couple of almost arguments today because somebody's decided now would be a good time to bring up some crap that we had already settled, but he's had time to think about it and still wants to try to convince me that, oh, this is what we're going to do. And I keep going, no, it's not. Because first off, it's my house. It's not going to happen. And there's too iffy with finances to be smart and do this now. So no. So anyway, sometimes men are exhausting. So I'll see you then on Sunday. The kittens are good. The doctor was very happy to see me, but she still wouldn't come inside. It's been nice out now. I did see the possum. I found out why the doctor has been hanging out under the kitchen porch in one of those shelters instead of the one she's used to, which is her shelter that's up on the other porch. Because there is a very huge and ancient possum living in there. Right before I went and left on Monday to go up to the farm, Sunday evening at dusk, I saw the possum come down and it was still fairly daylight. And so I chopped up an apple and took the pieces out, and I got near it and it just froze, and then it opened its mouth and tried to hiss. It couldn't really get a hiss out. And with its mouth being wide open like that, I could see it's missing teeth. This poor thing's, I mean, we're not talking fangs broken off. We're talking molars in the back, along the sides. So this thing is ancient and it walks real slow and it kind of has a stiff leg. So something had happened. There's no sign of any injury, so I think it's just an old injury, but its back leg is doesn't want to bend. It's very stiff. And so I don't know if it's male or female, but it's a very, very old possum. And so it's spent its winter, just hunkering down in the straw in the thing up here on the wood porch. So now I know why the doctor is now underneath the kitchen porch in that container, and that's why Jack is nowhere to be seen, because that left Jack with no container that he fit in. Because I only have 2 big containers, styrofoam containers, and 1 smaller one. And, doctor's big, that possum was just as big, and Jack's big. So that explains why in the the whole month of February and from about the end of January, that explains why Jack has not been the one under the porch and the doctor up on this porch up this way. That's must have been when the possum first showed up towards the end of January. So that's the news on that. So that's our newest critter in the yard. So at least I don't have to worry about rabies. I don't have to worry about fleas or ticks with a possum. And whatever this possum is, though, its coat is still immaculate looking. It's still doing well enough to keep its fur in good shape. So, and they will eat all the ticks and all the little fleas, and that's part of what they eat. And they don't carry rabies; they're immune to it. So, they aren't even carriers. Their system just doesn't have it. So at least I don't have to worry about that being around the cats. So I will see you Sunday. We will have a live sale. And we'll see what I can find. Like I said, I'm just back today and came home. And yeah, and the stress, you could tell like the cortisol levels just immediately went whoop. Stress constantly is not healthy, which is one of the reasons why having all this visual clutter of stuff isn't healthy, is because it's just certain amount, it's just visual stress. And so I'll just keep plugging forward and moving along, but I am definitely not going to make it to 10. He just left for something, and I need to get some stress out, so I'm going to set my timer for an hour, and I'm going to play some God of War Ragnarok and beat things up on the video game, and then I'm probably going to bed by 9. I'm going to be in bed at 9 and go to sleep because I'm wiped. and it's mostly just because I slept beautifully every night except last night. And when I realized I woke up, I literally was awake and felt my jaw moving and realized that I was grinding my teeth, and that's all stress related. Because something in my mind, even though I'm like, oh, I need to get home, something in my brain just immediately turned on the stress. And that can't keep happening. So I will be dealing with stuff this weekend because I should not have as much distraction around. Because I've put couple other people off that wanted to see me this weekend, and I said no. I have a weekend where someone's out of the house. I only have to answerable to the cats. Gary's on his own. He can take care of himself. So I'll see you all Sunday night, and we'll have fun and have a live sale. Good night, everybody.